Hey, you guys, this is your girl. Don't let the smile fool you. Coming at you. I decided to do a live feed this time because I haven't been on here in a while, and it's fall dearly on my heart of what's going on today in the year 2020. I wanted to voice my opinion on what was going on around the world today. Excuse my room. This is my office. I haven't been in a while, you guys. So I'm like unpacking boxes. This year I was able to move into my house from moving out of my apartment last year. Um, I am in Oklahoma. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to say my location. But in the process, as you could tell, still moving and unpacking things in my house and putting them where they need to be. But what I wanted to voice to you about today was about what's going on in 2020. This year is almost over. It is in October. We're in, I believe, the second week of the October, I believe. Um, and so 2 more months in it'll be December, um, and then another month it'll be January, which will be a new year. You guys, 2020. I don't know about you, but I'm sure you're at that point that you can't wait for 2020 to be gone because 2020 has brought a lot of negative things to light, and as a result, it's brought a deadly disease, a deadly virus that's wreak havoc on the human immune system, which in turns leads to a grave illness and result death. Some people bounce back because they have a better immune system than others, but like children, elderly, or people who have a pre-existing illness are having a hard time fighting off this disease. Multitudes and multitudes of people are passing away. And not only are people dying of this illness, they're dying every day. This leadership in the White House, I don't have a whole lot of hope on it leading us the right way, running the country in the right way. As a result, the things that this man in the White House has said, that's supposed to be the leader of America, has said that the virus was going to be gone soon, and that we shouldn't wear masks. And then he contradicts himself. He do this all the time, though. But he contradicts himself about the masks. He contradicts himself about the distances and what the virus it does, and then turn around and say something opposite. People don't know what to believe anymore as far as what this disease is doing, what this virus is doing. They're not believing that it's real, even though a lot of people are dying every day of it, even celebrities, so they are not exempt. This virus is not, how I can say, it's not picky of who it attacks. It attacks everybody, whether you are white, black, Mexican, well, Hispanic. I'm sorry for that. Hispanic, white, black, Hispanic, whether you are Latino or you are Asian or you African, it don't matter. Whether you white, it don't matter. It attacks your immune system. And 2020 has brought a deadly virus to us, just causing, it also has brought despair. People are wondering, what are we going to do now? because we are quarantined into our homes. We can't do freely what we are used to doing, going to the park or the lake, and socializing with our friends and family at homes and gatherings. Too many people at a gathering is a risk. You don't know who has it, and we are all having to wear our masks. Let me show you my mask if I can find one. But we are all wearing have to wear a mask to cover our nose and our face. Now we're having to cover our eyes. People with glasses, they're pretty much okay, but the people who don't wear glasses, they have to wear a shield. Um, this virus is nothing to play with, people. We need to take it very seriously. We need to protect ourselves, wash our hands, and sanitize everything, and make sure that our loved ones and our family is all safe from this virus. Um, it also has brought 2020 has also brought division. The nation is dividing because of this. America's president that we've had for 4 years. I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to give him any power than he already has, or presumably have. He has divided the nation, and he has brought about all this white power. White supremacists are coming up and feeling like they are empowered by him to come out and speak about what they feel about the nation not being a white nation, and how they need to take it by force, if necessary, to become a white nation. And they are inflicting their negative ideas, values, and emotions on the people who feel completely opposite. Whether it is, like I said, race. And if you are of color, then you are targeted. They don't care. They are in these compounds now, and they are gathering and getting stronger. They are recruiting by all means necessary. They don't care who it may be. They are welcoming them with open arms if they have the same views that the white supremacists do. They are protesting along with the other cultures and races, and the instead of coming together and as a peaceful protest, they are showing violence, and it's not a good thing. They are waving the Yankee flag, the Confederate flag. They're waving that around, and they're not doing it just because they protest, and they're doing it out of negativity and being mean to the other race. They don't care. Also, it has brought about not only division, but like confusion amongst the people outside their home to go to a grocery store, or even go out and vote, for them being attacked by white supremacists, or even stopped by a police officer who can intel be someone who thinks like that, or thinks that if you're of color, that you shouldn't be on this earth. And so they are attacking us as a race, especially Black people. Police brutality has become an issue with the Black community, but it also has become one of the main things that we as a Black person struggle with, because now more so in 2020, they feel they want to be trigger happy and just kill Black people, especially our Black men, while they are in custody or being attained. And they feel that they want to inflict their power that they have behind the shield onto Black people, and they don't care how. They feel that they want to Basically, they want to hurt them. They don't want to protect them. They're not post. They feel they don't. They're not supposed. They're not there to protect them. They want to kill them. So they're trying to protect themselves and other people. So they use the shield as to their advantage to inflict their negative thoughts and ideas and values onto innocent people. And if you are colored, then you're even more of at risk. And I'm seeing more and more stories about this. The Breonna Taylor incident, and the guy that was in Texas when he was in his home eating his ice cream, and the lady walked in. It was it was a white woman, a white police officer, just intruded in his home at night and shot him for no apparent reason. And she gave this lame excuse, and then these police officers in these other states putting their knees on these black men while they have them already on the ground, already on their stomach, and they can't do anything. They're not a threat to no one, but they still put their knee on the man's neck, and the man is he's telling the police officers that he can't breathe, but yet the police officers are going are still doing trying to attain him. Oh guys, excuse me, this fly is getting on my nerves. But they are still trying to attain him, even though he is trying to struggle to breathe. And they don't care. They don't care. They are still have this man have his knee on this man's neck. And that's a lot of pressure on a person's neck that can cause them to suffocate and not breathe. And that's exactly what happened to him. And they try to throw a lame excuse about that. There is no excuse in the world that'll give you the right, and in being in the right position to take someone's life like that at all. This man, he was just a black man, and because he was a black man, they looked at him as a threat, and they wanted to get rid of the threat, and that's what they did. And it's police officers that walk around all day, every day, thinking like this. It's a sad thing because they're supposed to protect us, the community, and they don't. And they wonder why people are rising up and coming up against them, like the person in California just shot two police officers while they was on a break in their vehicle and shot them, unexpectedly. I mean, they are wondering why they are turning it against the community, turning against them, but look what they're doing. And these police officers, or the person that shot him, was not black, he was white. But it's not okay for the other side to rise up against them as well. So it's wrong. Doing wrong does not make it right. So we need to understand that we need to come together and quiet and a unified nation to fight out the evil forces that are now plaguing our world and making everything chaotic and dangerous around us. It's also 2020 has also brought this I can't even say it, you guys, but it's depression, and it's very real. More and more people are getting depressed. Their mental state is not there at all, like it used to be, because they are wondering what's going on in the world, with everything that's going on in the news. It's so depressing to look at the news because you hear one thing after another. People dying with the virus. You hear about a person getting shot by the police. Innocent people getting killed, like the Breonna Taylor story. She was just in a home and she got shot, and she wasn't doing nothing. And the guy in the Texas, he got shot in his home eating his ice cream, eating a bowl of ice cream, and he got shot. And then the guy that got shot in, I think it was Alabama, I'm not for sure, but Alabama, all these people are dying endlessly and unnecessarily. And people are getting depressed because the world is not what it used to be no more. We don't feel safe in our own homes. Sorry about that, you guys. But this world is not safe in our own home, so we don't know what to do. We're getting everybody's getting medical marijuana cards because they can't take this, what's going on. Either they're having pain or they having pain, not only in their body, but in their head and emotionally. So they lie to the medical marijuana, even though it relaxes you and things like that. But people are getting high and grabbing guns and acting a fool. And that's not the right thing to do. People, we need to get on our knees and pray to God. God is the only solution to our issues of not feeling joy, of not feeling happiness, of not feeling safe, of not feeling or feeling like the unknown. We need to always turn to God, because seek God first, and He will give us joy in the midst of this chaos. And we need to understand that He is the only one that's going to be able to do it, not the president. Not your parents, not your sister, not your brother, not your auntie and your uncles, not your cousins and your friends, not your boyfriend or your husband or your girlfriend. Nobody but God is going to give you the peace and the acceptance and the unconditional love, the agape love that only God can give you. And when you seek Him first, you will have peace amongst everything that's going on around you. You read your Bible, you listen to your Bible, or let it read to you on these smartphones. You don't have a Bible to actually really physically read it, then you can download the Bible on your phone and hear it as it's speaking to you through your phone. We have a lot of things that come to us through this internet, but good things can come through it as negative things. So we have the right and we have the control to monitor these things that come to us. Because when you feed, what you feed into your soul is what's going to be received. So if you feed negativity and every time you see negativity and bad things happening on the web, that will affect you. So in that case, then just unplug. What I mean by that is unplug yourself from the world. Take yourself off of social media. Take yourself for these videos, these negative videos that you see and what's going on around the world. Take yourself away from the news and just turn everything off, even your phone, and open that book. Or if you have the phone and you just want to listen to the Bible or listen to inspirational music, then turn off all the apps that you have on your phone that bring you notifications about the news and about what's going on Facebook. Stop that so that you can be able to focus on that app that talks to you from the Bible. The verses, the inspirational things that come from the Bible. Listen to music, inspirational music. When you feed your soul, your soul will take care of you in the right way. And our body tells us a lot. You guys, I'm coming to you because this, like I said, this is weighing on my heart. But I am sick. My blood pressure is high. I woke up Friday morning with a very splitting bad headache. I didn't know why. I took my blood pressure medicine and thinking, okay, well, maybe if I take that, it would help me. But it didn't. I had to end up taking my blood pressure and found out that it was 204 over 103. That was bad, you guys. That was stroke level, very dangerous. And so I went to the nearest hospital and it went down to 131 over 80, something like that. But they gave me Z-Packs and told me to take ibuprofen and naproxen to help me. They did take a flu shot and they took a strep throat shot, and both of those came back negative as well. So that was a good thing. So what I'm doing now is just taking care of self. But in the process of it, I was looking at the news and it just laid on my heart that I had to get back out here and write and do these videos again. And this time I am doing it live stream so you guys can see my expressions, because I am hurting inside because the world is so in so much of a chaos and madness. And it's mostly due to this guy in the White House. He don't care about nobody but self. He's getting his, how to say, his amusement about how he's treating America, how he's making America divide. He don't care. He's not renouncing the white supremacists. He's not renouncing anything that can help him with his plan to divide America. And a lot of people are seeing this, and some people that have voted for him don't care, and it's like they feel the same way he does. And they trying to do it in a quiet way. But when you stay silent against something so dire and so negative and just not the right way, then you are part of the problem and not the solution. And you need to really check yourself. I'm doing better. I'm feeling a little bit better. Although, like I said, I'm taking these couple of days to take care of myself. People, we also need to take care of our health. We are putting, it's like a pause button has been pressed on our life, and it's forcing us to reevaluate what's going on in our life. We've been so busy in the world, going to work, going to school, going to lessons, classes, and learning about things, and working and helping others, that we don't focus on what's really important in our life, which is our family. We spend less and less time with our family, and that's a sad thing. So we all need to come together and focus on our families now and our mental state. We also need to reevaluate our thoughts, our feelings, what we do every day, our routine. Is it mostly online all the time? Because these little smartphones that we have, you guys, these are computers. They're in our hands all the time. A lot of people are addicted to them. They can't go to sleep without holding this in their hand, and that's a sad thing. You need to be able to turn this phone off. Give it so much time and then turn it off, because this has been very addictive that people are, it's really affecting a person's mental state when they can't use their phone. When their phone is broken or lost, they put their whole life in these phones, and that's a sad thing, but they do. And it controls their mind state. That they got to be on social media. They got to see who posted. They got to see who liked this. They got to see what was the latest post, who said this or who said that, or what gospel no what gossip they could find, on the internet, or what kind of negativity they can find, or what the news, the latest news happen on the web. Uh, uh, it's something that they get. It's a need now. It's not necessarily not necessarily something they wanted it, but it's no longer a want. It's a need now, and that's a sad thing. It's a dangerous thing, and that's something that we all need to look at. A lot of families or trying to have family time, and what do you see around a dinner table? Everyone has a phone, and they're looking in their phone instead of engaging and conversating with each other and catching up on each other's day and their lives. In the family, everybody's on the phone, and that's not a good thing. We need to unplug and have family time and enjoy ourselves and our family and love our family and give our family attention and the love that our family are lacking nowadays. Um, People wonder why children are getting depressed and, you know, feeling like they shouldn't be here no more. So they taking their life, and families are finding their child hanging in their closet because they were being bullied, or they didn't feel like they was a part of the family, and so they feel like they was neglected and their feelings and their needs were neglected. And so what they do is they isolate themselves, and before you know it, they're no longer in the family because you don't see them, because you don't realize the changes that they have made in their routine, and because you're so busy with what you're doing, so by the time you realize it, they're no longer here. That child has committed suicide because they felt so long, so lonely, so depressed, so feeling unwanted, that they took their own life. People, that's sad that a child would have to feel that way, but it happens every day. We also have adult people who feel that they're neglected, and this is why I have that this hospital thing on my arm, you guys, because I went to the hospital yesterday. But people are feeling neglected, like males are feeling depressed because they can't go to work no more because they've been laid off because of this virus. And because of the virus, it has stopped a lot of things. Production is slowed down tremendously. These stores cannot produce it's demand and supply. So demand is more higher than supply. And so these stores shelves are going empty, and their delivery trucks are having a hard time getting the things, that the supplies that they need to their store, because the production is slowed down tremendously, and they're slowing down getting the products out to the stores, distributors, to get it out to the stores. And so people are harboring a lot of stuff that's needed, like toilet tissue, sanitizer, and disinfectant sprays, gloves, masks. They are buying things in multitudes, and they're not taking the time to understand that other people need these things. So they are harboring these things, hoarding these things, and that's not right. People, we need to help each other and not hoard all these things. You got the money to get all these things like this, then help other people out. Don't go taking this stuff for yourself and being selfish. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the dog eat dog world now with our eyes. We're physically seeing it in these stores, how people are going out and taking their savings and buying 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 of these big bulky things of toilet tissue, and their baskets are so full, and they're trying to get it to the cash register so that they can check out with a and they have two baskets full of food that they're trying to get out as well. People, it's sad, but this is what's going on in the world. It's selfishness going on. It's negativity going on. It's evil going on. People killing people. Police killing people. white supremacists are killing people because of their race, or they arguing, starting an argument. That's what you're feeding is a seed, a negative seed, and that's what's happening. That they feeding a negative seed into society, and they're dividing the societies. They're dividing them instead of them bringing them together. They're dividing them, and this is what they always wanted to do, is do this. And they got the civil rights leaders and activists out protesting along with the people about police brutality and what's going on and what needs to happen. People, I was in Atlanta this year, and I was there when the protests started happening, and then it turned into violence. Thank the Lord that He shielded me from that, because the person I was with was going to take me to that park where all of that happened. Because I've never been to Atlanta, and that was one of the parks, one of the places he wanted to show me as far as a tourist thing, and he wanted to take me to that park. And come to find out, right when of the day he was going to take me, that protest happened, and that's when it turned violent. And we seen all these police trying to get off the highway to get down there to that park, and we heard it on the radio in the car, and we listened to it as the guy broke into the regular programming and told us and made an announcement not to go to that park because what was going on would just happen. And he told me that he was going to take me to that park. Can you believe that, you guys? He was actually going to take me to that park. So that was a good thing that the Lord stepped in and kept me, shielded me from that. We are all God's people, and He's going to take care of His people. And we all must believe in that He's going to take care of us from the evil in this world. But He's coming back soon, you guys. So you can tell with everything's going around us, He is coming back. He's coming back sooner than we think. So we all need to stay prayed up on our knees and pray for this world, because the Lord is coming back. And we need to know that He's coming back, and He's going to end this world, because it's getting too evil, and people have strayed real far away from Him. And it said in the Bible that He will be back He's going to come back when the last person has heard the gospel, has heard the word. And it's getting out there, just like this world is spreading all this negativity going around. Evil, is happening all over, and chaos is happening. Just like that's happening, the word is getting around as well, and it's getting around rapidly, people. So I say this to you: keep God in your heart, keep Him with you at all times, going out of this world, and going and going out to the grocery store, and going to handle your business. Go vote. Take Him with you to go vote. Help Him to make the right decision in your heart that He knows is going to protect you and keep you safe. And make that right decision for yourself and your family. Go vote. Go vote. It's so important. Get out and vote. We do not need another 4 years of this president. We really don't. I didn't vote for him last year, and I'm not going to vote for him. I didn't vote for him 4 years ago, and I'm not going to vote for him this year, because I have strong beliefs that he don't agree with. And we need to be out there voting, making our voice heard, you guys. Hey, Latoya, how you doing? It has been a long time. All right, you guys, I'm going to reach out to an old friend in just a moment. But you guys, yes, we need to be unified. Is really um, sad that we are all getting divided. We're even being alienated. America's being alienated from its allies because of this president. It's sad, but he has alienated us from our allies. You know, they look at America as a bully now. I mean, really, really for sure bully, because we have a bully in the presidency right now. And for him not to believe what was all going on, I strongly don't believe that he didn't believe, because he did believe, and he did know before anybody else knew about how this disease was going to affect us, this virus was going to affect us. And I believe it was more of a political matter, a political choice, and a population control that this virus was leashed on us. I strongly feel that it was done out of spite, and he handled this virus poorly. And look what happened. He ended up getting it. I don't believe he is totally out the woods at all because of his age, his weight. He's at risk. I don't believe he bounced back like they trying to say he did. But they know that it's very important that they get him out there and looking like he's feeling well in order for the voters to go out there to the polls and vote for him. But I have news for them. It's going to be a multitude of people go out there and vote, and they're going to vote against him because they see for their eyes, from their own eyes and from their own ears, they hear what exactly this president has actually done for America. And it has not been a good thing. So people, the elderly, the multitudes of different races that have been done wrong through this year, through the presidency of this president of the 4 years, they're starting to see that they don't want this another 4 years. And so they're going to be out there to vote. He's actually out there trying to make it seem like that it's going to be fraud going on, because they're going to be mail-in voting more than people going out to the voting polls because of the virus. But what he failed to realize is that the American people are strong, and they're going to fight back against him, and they're going to vote their tails off against him, not for him. And that's what he's failing to realize. How you doing, Latoya? But you guys, feel free to speak to me. If you come on in and talk to me about your thoughts of what's going on in this world, I would love to engage with you and get a perspective of what's been what have you been thinking about? What have you been dealing with? Feel free to come in and talk to me about anything. I'm willing and more than able to talk to you about it. I'm ready to talk to you about it because I feel that this is something that should be discussed. There's a lot of things that we don't know that's happening, and we really need to prepare ourselves, pick up that Bible and our faith, and stand strong and use that Bible as a shield against what's going on. But I also have a spinoff from my site, my YouTube site. It's on a podcast. It's called Don't Let the Smile Up. I am the host of Don't Let the Smile Fool You, coming at you. And the name of my podcast is Bluntly Aware of the Truth Untold. Of the Truth Told. Sorry. It's Bluntly Aware of the Truth Told. The real truth told, basically what it's called. Bluntly Aware of the Real Truth Told. And it's on Anchor. I know a lot of people have heard of it, but I'm getting the word out as well about what's going on, shedding light on issues that people are not putting light on, and they should, from rape not only against women, but against men, children, and elderly. Um, road rage, how dangerous it is, and I talk about all the police brutality that's going on as well. I talk about the coronavirus and what has happened, and why it is now unleashed on us as America. People, I'm here to talk about any and everything. Please reach out to me. I will leave a link. Excuse me. I will leave a link about my podcast, how you can reach me on my podcast and how you can listen to some episodes of my podcast. Check it out. It's very enlightening. I do my research. I do the best that I can of my research and make sure that I'm bringing you accurate results and information. Most of it is my opinion, and we all entitled to our own opinion. Because after all, this is America, free state, um, and we are all have the right to freedom of speech. Um, but I'm going to close this to say that we all need to come together, like I said before, and vote. Get out there and vote and make your voice heard. Me and my son are going to vote. My son's going to be voting for the first time. And I'm so happy and excited that we're going to actually go in person and go vote. We're going to have our masks, and stuff like that, and our gloves. But he's going to actually vote for the first time. So 2020, he's going to vote. And I can't wait. I'm going to video it. I'm going to record that moment. But we're going to do our early voting. Our early voting, where we're at, is October the 28th, 29th. And we're definitely going to be there the first day of early voting so we can get ours over with and get our voice heard. But this is your girl. Don't let the smile fool you. Coming at you. I wanted to voice my opinion and lay what's heavily on my heart and share it with you. Just like it was therapeutic for me. I'm sure, hoping and feeling it was therapeutic for you. Yes, I did see the debate, girl. I was so tired after that debate. um, I'm gonna give you my number, girl. Call me. Well, I'm gonna close this video, you guys, and let you guys know that my heart goes out to you. Stay on your knees and pray to the Lord for guidance. He will order your steps if you ask him to. And just know he is Lord of our lords, God of our gods, and no matter what's in the White House, he's over him too. So karma is real, you guys, and so look what happened. He ended up getting that virus. So we also need to pray for our enemies, because it's not the fact that they don't know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, but they don't know how it's very catastrophic for them of what they're doing, especially against God. So we need to pray for our enemies as well, and that's including him. So this is your girl. Don't let the smile fool you. Coming at you. I will try to post another video and speak my mind about what's going on, and try to let you guys weigh in into what's really going, your opinions about what's going on. Until then, you guys, peace.